Hi, thank you for your interest in Loop. My name is Christian, and I'll be walking you through a demo of all the products and features that we offer to help simplify your operations. This should only take 15 minutes and hopefully answer all of your questions. But if you do need any more clarification, we're more than happy to help you at support@bankonloop.com. We're going to dive into the platform and you'll be able to see all the features that you can access. Let's get started. So, once you create an account, you get your financial dashboard. On the left are all the products and features that you can use. We'll start with cards. Loop offers corporate credit cards to businesses. To get a corporate credit limit, you just need to be revenue generating for at least 6 months and earning more than $10,000 in monthly sales. If you meet those requirements, you can apply for a credit limit. Applying is easy and does not impact your personal credit score because we underwrite or assess you based on your business performance. You have two options. You can connect an online channel like your Shopify store, Stripe, Amazon, WooCommerce, Square, or you can upload an income statement in your account. Just let us know. And the credit team will use that information to give you a credit limit. Again, you just need to be revenue generating for at least 6 months and earning more than $10,000 in monthly sales. Once you get your credit limit, you're able to start spending. You can spend in CAD, GBP, Euro, and USD without any FX fees. What that means is that you're able to accumulate, for example, a US dollar balance with all your US dollar purchases. You can then pay that balance in just US dollars. This eliminates any forced conversion, saving you a lot of money. What usually happens is that traditional banks will convert your US dollar purchase into Canadian dollars, but tack on a very high markup in that currency exchange. In Canada, that can be up to 5.7% per transaction, which actually you lose out on over time by a lot. With Loop, if you're making a lot of purchases in USD, GBP, or Euro, this will be beneficial for you because you can just convert in Loop with our market leading FX rates or just pay in USD, GBP, or Euro with funds that you already hold in those currencies. Once you have your credit limit, you can then create your cards. You can create virtual cards or physical cards. Our cards are not currently compatible with Apple Pay or any other digital wallet, but it's very easy for you to access all the card details that you'll need to make either in-person purchases or online purchases. Other features that we offer is that you can create specific cards and share them with either team members. A lot of our clients will create cards for an office manager, their sales reps, their contractors, etc. Or you can also create cards for specific activities, like a card specifically for your Facebook ads, or a card specifically for your office groceries or your team lunches. This allows you to segment and control and track spend very carefully. You can also set things like freeze card rules, which are like setting limits on the cards. Our cards can also support American addresses if you do have one or are using something like a virtual mailbox. And we also support AI powered receipt matching, meaning if you're spending in person at a physical location, you'll receive a text message, be able to click a link in the text message, upload a picture of your receipt, and Loop will automatically match the receipt to the transaction. You can then sync all your transactions to QuickBooks or Xero with those receipts. This allows you to keep very this allows you to keep everything very neat and tidy for your accounting in a very seamless way. That's basically it for our credit cards. Again, it's very easy for you to create cards. You can create virtual and physical cards. And again, to get a credit limit, all you need to do is send us in an income statement or connect an online channel like Shopify, Stripe, or Amazon. Now we'll move on to your bank accounts. With Loop, you can open an operating account or a checking account, as they're usually called, in the US, in the European Union, or in the UK, registered to your Canadian entity. This allows you to, for example, get access to the American banking system as a Canadian entity. You'll get an account number and a routing number, and your American clients will be able to just pay you through direct deposit. This usually means no fees for you and no fees for your clients, and faster payment times. We currently do not offer an operating account in Canada. We do not offer a Canadian bank account. That is coming later in the fall. Most of our clients will maintain a simple checking account either at RBC, TD, or whatever other traditional bank, and use Loop for all their cross border banking needs. So, any other currency conversion or international money movement you can easily do with on Loop. You can also connect your accounts to channels like Amazon, Stripe, or Shopify and be able to receive your USD revenue directly into these accounts. There are no transaction fees or transaction limits with these accounts. Next, we'll move on to sending money around the world. With Loop, you can send money in about 37 currencies and more than 200 countries, and it's all very easy to do. You'll enter in your recipient's information here, or you can also request it from them automatically, and you can then convert currencies and send your payments. I'll show you what that could look like. You just enter in their basic information here, and you can select any of these currencies. Some popular currencies that we support: US dollar, euro, Chinese yuan, Indian rupee, Philippine peso, Mexican peso, etc. And then you can enter their bank information. If you don't have their bank information, Loop will automatically send them an email and they'll enter in their own bank information and then alert you that you can now send the payment, which is very handy. Once you enter their bank information, you'll enter their address and then just press send, and that's it. You have lots of options. You can either send from funds that are already in these accounts, or you can also connect your bank account either at another traditional bank and we'll send the funds from those accounts on behalf of you using our FX rates. Again, there are no fees related to these wires, and there are no transaction limits either. You can send unlimited payments without fees with Loop. Another feature that we have, in addition to sending payments, you can also receive payments from within Canada and the US on an automatic basis. So let's say right now you are using Stripe to collect payments. What a lot of our clients will do is that they will use this feature on Loop for big invoices. And that allows them to avoid very high processing fees at somewhere like Stripe, and just be able to use Loop to reduce those fees heavily. What you'll do is that you'll enter in your client's information here. We will send them a payment link via email. They'll click on that link, enter in their bank information, and Loop will automatically deduct the funds from their bank account and deposit it into your bank account on a very seamless automatic basis. There are fees for this feature. Um, the fees are maximum 0.5% and get lower depending on what plan of Loop you're on. Again, this is different than if you were to just invoice clients yourself. And again, you can use our US banking feature with no fees. If you just want to take your account number, routing number, put that on your invoice and send it yourself. This feature specifically is for automatic billing if you want to be able to manage your invoices from within Loop. Other features that are handy: you can track all your transactions across your cards and accounts in Loop, export CSVs, and we even allow you to integrate directly with QuickBooks and Xero by connecting them here. That means you can sync all your transactions directly to those systems. Another handy feature is that you can add all your team members directly into Loop and then set what their permission levels are. That includes adding your bookkeepers, other admins, or anybody else who might only need read-only access. This is really handy so that people can get the information they need. For example, your office manager can get an office card, your bookkeeper can get access to the CSVs, invoices, receipts, etc. Another really great use case for Loop is converting currencies. So a lot of clients who receive US dollars, they need to pay themselves, they need to convert that into Canadian. You can do that on Loop. Our rates are a lot better than what you will get at RBC, TD, Scotiabank, etc. And we're very competitive even with Wise. You can measure your rates here. Everything that we cover today in the demo is essentially free for you. How Loop generates most of our revenue is through the much larger clients that we have. We lend to them, so we generate a lot of our revenue there. For small, medium Canadian businesses, our services and features are generally free. That being said, we do offer an upgraded version of Loop, and this allows you to get access to an even lower FX rate. If you are converting more than $20,000 a month, Loop Plus essentially pays for itself in terms of the FX savings. Of course, you do not need to use Loop on a Loop Plus plan. You can use Loop for free if it meets all of your needs there. That is essentially what Loop is. We allow you to get access to a US bank account, get a corporate credit card that can be spent in multiple currencies, be able to convert currencies and send payments around the world, all without fees or very low fees. It's a very intuitive, simple platform to use, much easier, I promise, than your typical traditional banking dashboard. And again, if you do have any questions, you can reach us at support@bankonloop.com. We're more than happy to help. That's it. Thank you. Take care.